Okay, people. I am at a place in my life where I'm just waiting. I've tried everything to get help and it's not forthcoming. So I will go on and on and on. I've had just given up and I slept a little bit and then I said, you know what? Let me not give up because I know me better than anybody else. And by not giving up, I continue to tell my story. As Professor Calvin says, it will be for the future generation. My biggest inspiration was to help do something to help my youngest grandson who is not talking. I was like in total chaos when his mother said that his father said that she should take him to the School of Hope because he has no money to pay for his school fee. And I go back 40 odd years ago when I was told by the basic school teacher at the basic school that was located at the Townhead Baptist Church. And I said, when they said, let him stay at home, he's not talking. I said, no, he's not going to stay at home. I'm paying the money, so let him go. Let him come to school. I wanted to do some projects with storytelling. And from I went to one of the funeral of my cousin, the Hazley, and I met remember her name now, Miss Molly's daughter. And it was Baby Lynn who told me that she was the one who established the basic school at her yard. And then it went to the Townhead Baptist Church. And because my brother was the counselor, I used to write for him. That's how the basic school was moved from the Townhead Baptist Church up to the Townhead Primary School. So it was a new build. I was one of the basic school teachers later on. I'm looking online because I'm trying to get my story out there, get myself out of this rut that I've been in since the death of my mother, and nothing is forthcoming. And everywhere I look, Storm Empower, Auntie Jean, wherever, I don't. I, when they take away everything that I had, I started going out doing fundraising and volunteering to keep me going. I wrote a book, and in this book is what would have happened to me pre 2017 when Winsome Duncan stole my manuscript and sent police here to section me. And I just have to go on because I have nothing else. I'm back to, don't know. So I'm just going to narrate my story and keep narrating my story until God decides what's next, because it is out of my control. See, now my thing is start working again, and I bought this hoping I couldn't sign it, and it's just everything is just getting me down. So I'll just narrate my story because I had told my friend I was coming to his house for food, but I can't make it because, as you see, I'm not functioning that way to even wash myself or do anything. And then I reflect on my life and in terms of my aunt. I hope this doesn't stop working again because I can't maneuver. Yeah, I reflect on my life in terms of my auntie, and I'm thinking now, okay, this must have been where my auntie was. And the end for my auntie, I was told, was that she was hit down by a truck tire blown out and hit her on the road. She used to walk about going to family. I'm in here because I'm scared. If I don't barricade myself in here, I might end up the worse off. I've been abandoned by families and friends. See, when I said I grow my nails and when they come off, so this is coming out from the end, so I'll have to cut it off because I don't want it to damage me. I have been asked to remove everything. So in order to maybe have the chance of getting out of here, back home, and I put that in the context that when my brother was dying, it was like I sent my mother to look for him, to see him, and he asked if they come for him, and I was instrumental in getting him to be buried home. I don't want to use certain narratives because I don't want to get blocked out. Because when I started social media I started social media in 2009, after coming back from Jamaica holiday. 2009 was a pivotal year for me. I graduated from the Open University, but that was after whatever happened after the death of my brother. So 2008 going into 2009, I had the first nervous breakdown, but I still didn't give up. I started court proceedings. I was abandoned and I just decided to go ahead, not even knowing where I'm going and what I'm doing. I reached court and I was handed my bundle because I didn't even know how to organize files. But the information I want to share is why I believe I'm in the situation that I'm in. Because in 2009, I had decided my 50th birthday, 58th year, and I wanted to continue what I'd grown up. My father used to take us on pilgrimage to where he was born. So I started doing, I decided to do a family get together at home, despite all that was happening to me, going through the menopause, have a nervous breakdown. I made sure I had secured a job before I went home. I had money because from I came here, I was always working. And even when I meet I'd invested before, but even when I meet it was more. And it was during the period down there that actually my brother said in his anger, he said, I hated my son because his father didn't marry me. I didn't take it serious. It was years later that I began to see the implications and where I'm at now. And as I said, I'm just like trying to keep it together because I already decided because of how I'm feeling, I can't do the things that I'm supposed to be doing. And I decided to just give up and wait for whatever it is. But then I said, let me get up again and talk and keep talking until whatever. At least I leave something. Because I created community hubs on here, on social media, and everything has been taken away. I sat and I created a whole website. And in 2022, Oxy Eyes, Guy Lawful, and Mark Upton contacted me. I was contacted a year before, and I just decided hang on in there. But then everything was getting on top of me, and I said the website was just sitting down there, not really being productive. So when I was invited that they would pay me some money and give me the chance to write on the website, I decided to hand it over, not knowing again once more I was being scammed and taken for all I have. So scamming is all my life. My entitlements taken is all my life. My job taken is all my life. My reputation taken has been all my life. Because if I tell somebody that somebody tried to rape me and they don't believe me, and now the final push is using my mental health, and somebody meeting me 3 times and make a erroneous report that has nothing to do with what I am. So I can see I did not become whatever is in that HCT group impact report. I refuse. So my husband and I became the second statistic. When I'm saying things I want to show, So my husband and I became the second statistic, and now my husband is gone. So I'm wondering where are all these people who do gooders, who now want is looking out for my welfare with one intention and one intention only. Where were they? Yeah, that somebody is turning up at my house, and even the people I'm expecting to give me the respect is saying yes because something is was said. It has to be the fact, but my fact is it's here. So this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm in so many. I'm in things. So this is it. And everything that like this now is being used against me. And the biggest, the biggest thing is YouTube has started saying I don't go on anybody else's platform to do anything except mine. And when people come on mine and trolling me, and I respond with the fact, I get that I am my comments is going against their community guidelines, harassment and bullying. But I am not doing the harassment and bullying. I'm the one who is getting harassed and bullied the same way I lived here 23 years and what happened to me. So I'll never win. And I'm getting threats. And for all, this is all I've got left. This is all I've got left. And I'm getting threats that it can be taken away for me standing up for my rights. So as it goes, I couldn't sign in the internet, the Wi-Fi on whatever. So I don't know what is happening. What is happening? I couldn't sign in. I tried, so I couldn't sign in. So all I'm doing is like try and I just can't sign in. Wi-Fi connection needed. I don't know how to do it, and I don't want to get stressed anymore. So I just leave it until maybe I go back to the shop. So I decided to give up, and then I said, no, I had to fight it to the end. So I came to this country officially in 1992. I came for a holiday first to find out whether well, I was invited because of incidents in Jamaica. And those incidents included what my brother did. So my little brother was always the domineering factor. He was the one that told me about me being my son hated me. And it's I hated my son. And I don't know. Seems like my sons really hate me because especially the little one who said, I have 1.5 son. He will not accept my call. The other one will talk to me, but it's in anger. I came to this country in 1992, got married at the Brixton Register Office to Mr. Malachi Myers. Mr. Malachi Myers is in Jamaica, gone back to Jamaica. I made up with him because my thing is if a person do you one good, you take the one good and cover the 99 bad. And the life I had expected wasn't great. from the outset. It was the emotional abuse. He never, he never physically abused me, but it was emotional all the way. Even when my mom came for a holiday, so my mom was here when Miss Olive died. That's my husband's mother. And when my mom saw the treatment I was getting, she was so livid. But mom couldn't do much. Mr. Myers used to do things like, his story is like, he came to Jamaica. I was introduced to him by my friend Joy, Murty Bernard, Bernard, yes, Legister Bernard. We were best friends. Even on there, I have my video saying, crying and saying, not even nobody's talking to me, not even Joy. I have to shut them down. But they are the ones that get advertisement on, people advertise on those, and I'm not getting anything. And I'm being shut out from telling my story. I didn't know at the time that Mr. Myers was involved with another lady. And I told most of the story. I just want to show people where I'm at. So I was rescued by these people. Yeah, here it is. Rescued by these people. And for years, from my moving here, Tess told me about what my neighbor had done to the neighbor who lived there before, and everything is in writing or whatever. I had no problems in terms of support from the time the housing officer came and hand over. I never had any problems. As you can see, where I meet the Reverend Rose Hudson Wilkin, I used to get prize or incentives for paying my rent on time, for doing everything, because that's part of how I cope. So I'd pay rent in advance, everything. I'd go to their outings, events, and everything. And to say, make what I'm saying even more, verify what I'm saying, I was a member of the customer panel, the same way I am a member of the housing ombudsman customer panel. So how I am here today, I don't know. Yeah, but all of what is happening started because I decided the second time round that I would not accept. I would not accept the discrimination that affected me the very first time. I would not accept it. And me deciding to go ahead and fight for what I know was my right, not to be discriminated against, ended up with me being here where I am now. Um, I can end up in prison. I can be evicted. But worst of all is the fact that my brother made sure I'm abandoned by my family and friends, and said I don't have any house in Jamaica or anywhere else. And when I go home, if I when I go home, I can pitch tent on the land. All I'm asking, and I would ask, because nobody is listening to me, if they could give me the opportunity to have a roof over my head until I sort my pension out, the little pension I have coming when I'm 66. So just give me enough time to sort my pension out, and so I can pack up my things in peace and go home. If I reach Jamaica, I'm sure I can occupy one of the room in the house, because that's all I always ever said. All I need is a room. I don't intend to quarrel with anybody, so that's all I'm putting on record. My rights have been taken away. My life did not just begin when I was sent letter of eviction, and that was July, and people need to look at what was happening to me. So even if I had done anything, I should have been supported and not wait how many years later then I'm seeing people turning up at my door. And I accepted them, opened my door for them to come in, because I'm not thinking that people can be so wicked. The more I trust people, the more wicked they get. And to come in here, ask me to turn off my thingy, and then so I'm at the mercies of whatever it is for speaking my truth. So I came in 1992. When I came the first time, I spent 6 months just within the time I was given, and I was doing cleaning. So when I came back, I just went back into cleaning, and then I decided, I could do better with my life after I saw the workplace nursery at the BBC White City, where I was doing my cleaning job. And then I decided, there was lull when contractors change and the upheavals, and then that's when I decided to go to college. So I applied at Lambeth College. It's all there. As I said, I've spoken to everybody I can speak to. I've even asked the Reverend Rose Hudson Wilkin to mediate on my behalf, but everywhere I turn, it's no joy. So I'm on my own, abandoned by my family and friends, and everywhere I turn. So I don't know if by going through this, it will help. Because in 2015, October 2015, I wrote 3 open letters. This thing, I don't know. Please, God, don't let this thing start play up again. In 2015, see, things start play up again. I just can't take it. It's no fear. I wish somebody could just come and take me and care for me. Just wish somebody could come and take me and care for me. Like I care for my husband, like I care for all who needed caring for. Because it started and it stopped again. And I can't maneuver without it. In 2015, I wrote open letters because that's what I do. I've been writing from my father was stricken with Parkinson's and I didn't know what else to do, so I just write my thoughts down. And to know that it's been said that whatever I said is happening to me is in my head. In 2015, I wrote open letters. So I wrote open letters to Prime Minister David Cameron about what was happening to me. I was working at King's College Hospital, NHS Foundation Trust, Workplace Nursery, Mapota House, where that's Mimi Owusu. Yeah, Mimi Owusu. And when she'll come on here and write, yeah, this is to disturb them. When she comes on here and write and I answer, YouTube said I am breaching community guidelines, harassment and bullying. This is her who I met at an event. April, May, June, July. She scammed me £10,000. And she wrote a 12-page witness statement for them. And that is what is being used to condemn me. Does any human being deserve to live the way like this? I'm in my own space. I'm trying to tell my story so I don't go under. And yes. And if whatever YouTube will say, harassment and bullying and threatening to take away all I have left. I wrote open letters to Prime Minister David Cameron. I wrote open letters to the Daily Express. I wrote open letters to Bates Wells and Brathwaite because they were the solicitors that contacted me on behalf of my former employers. David Cameron, Daily Express, Bates Wells and Brathwaite. And I wrote open letters to Voice, the union. So what I did, I structured the document and then copied it to fit whoever it was I was writing. I guess I got response only from Prime Minister David Cameron. And as a result, I was contacted by a David Chapman. First, it was the old phone and a message was left. And when I contacted them, and I contacted him, I was given the advice what I am supposed to do. So I actually retrained so I could work with older children. And then the quality of my training was so good that they asked me to volunteer, and that's how I ended up in here. So I was supposed to do studies to be teacher, to teach, so I could work with 16-year-old to adult. That didn't come to fruition because those who were supposed to take me on didn't take me on. So it's that role of rejection and rejection. So I don't know. So I'm just gonna go through this because maybe this I've done it before and it's there. So this is to say, so that's 2015. I've always been writing. That's the one to David Cameron. And in 2017, again, I wrote to Prime Minister Theresa May. So I'm not lying. I take out a petition and it was rejected. When I look online and I see all the people, what they're doing, I've been to everywhere, store, everywhere. I've supported everything. Although I'd lost my job, I didn't sit here and whatever. I went and volunteered. The first, because I was rejected, the first that took me on was Pembroke House. Hence, I was one of the main narrator on the Pembroke Walworth Living Room fundraising video. Everything has been taken, so I'm blocked out. And if I'm not careful, I lose all I've got left. So I'm just gonna use this as it is set up. Yeah. So I was in King's College the other day and I met this child's parent, Karen. She said she's divorced. And she said Ethan has finished university. He's 24 and he's working. Once I was doing live and this child's parents came. That's Darnell. I can't remember Darnell's surname. So these were my first key children at King's College Hospital. This photograph was taken professionally. So Christmas time, the photographers come. We pay for the money. We pay the money and get our copies. Yeah, I was talking to Karen and I said, it would be so nice. I don't have a picture with Charlotte Moberly in it because she left before these pictures were taken. I have pictures otherwise. And Karen, I told Karen about throwing out my pictures that I had taken because I didn't want to, at the time, thought get in trouble or whatever. But because I didn't know at the time they were mine, I took them, I paid for them to do with as my work, but in my innocence, I throw everything out. So I no longer have them, but I have some stashed away somewhere. So I'm gonna start from the beginning so you'll see because this is to keep me. I was lying down just giving up and I said, I have this, so let's use it. I'm wondering if my parents could know what is happening to me, what they would be saying. Yeah. So as you can see, I got these thingy from Lambeth. So as I said, this is a way of keeping me going because I'd given up. I was just lying there and I said no. So there's a person and it's Mimi Owusu who is there ringing my phone. And she'll come on here and be 3 persons or 4 persons arguing against me. And when I think it's a person, oh, I've spoken to you before, then I really see the trolling and I realize it's her because that's what she does. She have aliases. She uses men and female aliases. I don't know how to do those things. Yeah. So this is I wish I could just go to sleep, but it's not gonna happen. So you will see something here. student identifier. That's when I went to Open University. So that's my foundation degree in early years. So with a distinction, 85, 70 is pass, merit, 55 pass grade 3, and then pass grade 4. So this is dated 2008. And I've tried everything everywhere to when I was kicked out. I actually got registered at the University of East London and got kicked out. My brother said, go for my mental health. Yeah? And to think that I have not progressed further from here. And now I'm facing possibly being sent to prison and evicted for have nowhere to live, age 65. My health is deteriorating. I don't know what to do. I tried everything. I tried everything. I don't know what to do. I tried everything. And I decided I wasn't going to let them rule all over me, walk all over me, but maybe I should have just given in and let them walk all over me, and that would have been better. So I don't know why I have this here. And I wish somebody would come and just. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in here too. I wish somebody would just come and give me and take care of me. I wish somebody would just help me get out of this situation so I can go back where I come from. So I'm just gonna sit here and whatever because I know I just can't sleep, and I have this so I'm just going through this folder. So this is when I done. This is when I done the dyslexia training, and I know realize because I know I couldn't do maths. I've never passed a maths exam in my life, and I know for a fact certain things linked to my OCD that I have no sense of direction. But when I done this training, I realized I have all 5 traits of this dyslexia. Yeah. And as you can see, it was done in 2016 after I done more training. So I never sat back and don't continue. updating my knowledge and doing training. So this was done in 2016. This one, I'm doing it the way I have in the folder. See, you can see this one. Yeah, I never stop. Alzheimer's Society. And this was done in 2018. This is self-management. And this was done in 2017. I don't know why this thing is sticking like this. Yeah, okay. So this was done in 2017. So I never stopped studying and developing myself. But no matter what I did, to where I am now, they write in a report that anything to do with my mental health, they only have records of 2017 and none of it is correct. As you can see, it's different boroughs. I'd be study. I think this was done by Storm. So everywhere, I've been everywhere you can think of. Croydon, Camden, anywhere I find it to do studies. And to think that I am the worst off. This is when I was a member of the Rylane Community Gospel Choir. That's where I meet Robert. That's where I meet Paul. There's a funeral coming up and I hope I can go, but because the lady made my husband's wreath, but I don't think I'll be able to make it emotionally, physically, and everything. Because I wanted to get baptized at Rylane Chapel for my 68th. And it didn't happen. And here I am 5 years later. There's a lot of things I wanted to do that didn't happen. And here I am 5 years later. I don't know where I'm going. Will I be jailed for my truth? Will I have nowhere to be? Will I be made homeless for my truth? Because the housing association didn't address the problems and then wiped. And when I asked, I wrote to a Reverend Rose Hudson Wilkin and asked, please, can you mediate aid? And she refused. She can't help me. This date is pivotal because that's when I said my final goodbye to my mother, the January, a few days before her 90th birthday, knowing I wouldn't be seeing her again in the physical flesh. And I meet her and hear her story and realize that she's related to my mother. I told her, I think last year at the thingy on record. So these are my birth certificates. And this is my the land that I bought. The land that ended up causing problem. And my son encouraged me to buy land so I don't end up in the same situation as what we see people quarreling over land. My brother let me come to Jamaica saying he got land for me, where he got his land. And when I reached Jamaica, there was no land. So my son said, buy your own, mom. And I took loan and for him, he was responsible for getting the land. And in the end, it was when Joy came and Joy said, Ratty, your name is at the bottom. And when I went to America in 2006 because of what was happening to me at work, to be with family and friends. I was told certain information and I said, you know what? I don't want to be in the situation I see many in. So I decided leave the land, build land at home, the family land, and this is where I'm at. So yes. So all right. In 2005, as you can see, I don't know, maybe it was for my university, but this was signed by the parents on this, and I got letter from them. Mother and father of my key child were doctors, so I needed something. Don't know what I needed it for. As you can see, he signed it. Yeah, children's department, and here I am. How many years later? Maybe if the tears would come, it would help me, but no tears will come. The same way the tears ended before my father died, so the tears had stopped. So it's 2003. I got my immigration and whatever, and here I am in 2024. How many years later? Wishing that I wasn't in this situation. When because I have Ermin Mervily Ione Nemhard as my name, so I don't know. Most of us are, yeah, most of us have three names, but by some hook or crook like Byron, somewhere along the line, the first name wasn't the one that was used. So because of, I didn't want the problem because of my situation. So I actually went and take off Ermin by deed poll because I have Merville and everything and I couldn't bother. The same way why I haven't changed my name to Tomlinson. I keep Myers because I can't deal with certain things and I try to make my life so I can manage. So I actually done a deed poll to take name Ermin off. You know, it's what hurts me. I'm trying to say to the solicitor, my life didn't just begin when I was sent letter of possession in July. And I honestly, when I called the number on the letter, there was so much happening with my brother dying, one in the hospital. I don't know if my brother was in the hospital yet. I know he was in intensive care for his 90th birthday, but I can't remember which date it was. And then the high blood pressure and me with Tom sorting things. I honestly wasn't in any argument, but as per usual, because I started recording, and when they didn't respond to me the way that was right, I decided to put things out there. I didn't know by standing up for my right, I'll be in this situation. So see, I don't keep one copy of things. Yeah, I keep two, more than one. So else I've seen this already somewhere. So I keep the envelope that the letter came in. Not even Robert. Robert, who was always there for me. Not even Robert. Robert only get in touch with me now, like he wants me to come pay money to go to Heart Foundation and stuff. So these are the letter, or this is the letter. This is the response from Downing Street. So when anything, I just don't go ahead and act without seeking advice. So this is 2017, the one 2017. So I told you I wrote in 20 so I wrote in 20, maybe I should put them together. I wrote in 2015 to Prime Minister Cameron. And then I wrote again to Prime Minister Theresa May. I can't believe my family is leaving me to die slowly of torture. As I'd written, that I'm depressed and I'm dying slowly of torture. I picked myself up several times. Like I just given up just now and I decided to no, giving up is not an option. And I don't know why somebody like Mimi Owusu, who came into my life for that brief period and take my money, can be so hateful of a person that she's wrong. I know what I'm looking for, but I can't find it because I know I just saw something. I'm sure I'm not gonna whatever. So as I said, this is the one from 2015. This is the one from 2016. And the first one I wrote was to David Oh, here it is. I said I know. So I need to keep them together. So yes, so this is I said I keep copies. So this would be the original from 2015, 2017. I don't know where the original from I keep copies. So all this was part of the bundle. And this is the one from 2015. So I'm going to keep them like this. And as I said, I keep the envelope. It's not fair that I'm living like this. I don't wash, I don't eat properly. I can see the elasticity in my skin going. So my health, my function is going down. I'm in here a prison, so I can't see. I hear the story of my auntie who used to spend part of her time in the cave. So maybe as my brother said, I said my auntie Tillin was my favorite auntie, but it wasn't Auntie Tillin, it was Auntie Anita. And my brother was the one who declared me mad, but he didn't tell me. I don't know how long he declared me mad before I realized, because he told my elder brother. I don't know who else he told. He must have told Dastan too, because when I asked Dastan if he heard that, they said I'm mad. And then I asked him, who does he think a mad person is? He said, mad people eat out of garbage bin. Well, probably if I was eating, but I am not eating. So this was when? 2018. That's me over there. And even with what was going on has happened to me now. If I could be in a place in 2018 where my picture was portrayed across the world, why am I in this situation that I'm in now? I heard my thing it trying to get to whatever. Why am I in this situation that I'm in now? Why? I don't know. In a public space with world leaders and everybody. I have recordings. I remember even speaking to Diane Abbott. So I had her on recording because that's what I do. And how many years later, I'm in this situation. And after that, nobody done anything. And as soon as my husband died now, they come in to do what they do. Why the psychiatrist and the nurse came here and telling me to stop my recording. I wish God would end this for me, but see what yeah? This is the letter. I've read it out there. When the two little girls were murdered at the shortcut. At the shortcut that I used to walk night and day. And back then, my parish, when I left there, my parish was one of the safest. And now it's one of the worst. The year, so this happened 20 years ago. This happened 19 years ago because this letter was written in 2005. And my grandson was born in 2004. The same time I was in the paper. When Barclays took my money, I was defrauded and I went to the South London Press and they came here and told my story. Don't care who I reach out to, nobody will help me. So I just plug along and in the end make mistake. That's why I asked. I pleaded with this. I said, my life didn't just start when they done what they done and made sure I'm tied up. That I can no longer speak my truth. This was when please God send somebody to rescue me. This was when my brother-in-law died in America, and his wife, never met his wife, but I spoke to her on the phone. And the wife called asking my husband. My husband isn't much of a talker. My husband, sister-in-law called asking him information about my husband. We weren't married then. I don't know. I call him my husband from we. And I said to my husband, when you, if anything happened to you, who am I going to ask for information about you? So I got my husband to sit down and I wrote this, him telling me his story. And what I didn't know, why he didn't, because he's not much of a talker. His brother, I spoke to his brother Melzi, and I put this together. Yeah, see, I started doing the family tree, and that's how I found. I put this together, so I am a writer and a recorder and whatever. And now, even those things I have to shut down. Yeah. Yeah. Detail. And now I'm looking forward to put all these things together. Melzi told me that he knew my great grandmother, and I'm here wishing that God will stop all this suffering. And I don't know where I'm going. Will I be able to secure my things? Yeah. Over the years I write more things. Yeah. So this is the interview by Steve Reeves. Somebody come here and interview my husband. And it's all out there online. And this is when I actually paid for some Garfield Robinson to be in the Voice newspaper, because he said he was going to put me in his thousand whatever women, I don't know. Yeah. Saluting 100 black authors. Yeah. I don't know where this went. I tried. People, I tried. Honestly, people, I tried. I paid money to be. I tried. Honestly, people, I tried. And then when my brother said that my book is a scandal, and my brother is responsible for where I'm at now, for brainwashing my sons who came here, because I thought they came to mourn with me, or celebrate with me, be here for me, my husband, but that wasn't the case, because they take the money and they go. One won't talk to me. If I call his phone, he don't answer. And he sent me, I think the last message he said, I'm going to be a lonely old woman. Already, I am a criminal needing emotional regulation treatment for speaking my truth. After I was given a long service award, I was labeled uncooperative, unprofessional, rude, intimidating, confrontational, aggressive, lacking empathy, just after the death of my mother. So each time I'm going down that road, something else happened to push me. So even if I become certain things, yeah, it's pushed on me. I kept this because it was a letter my husband wrote to me. Maybe I should put these on record because I won't be. I said I gave up and I was sleeping. And he was in it. He was saying I give away my money and whatever, and it has come to pass. Even the yeah, this is something that my friend Chester wrote about presidents of the United States of America. I had plans to do things, but there's always something coming the way for me doing it. And I wish somebody could rescue me, show me some love, rescue me so I get back home out of this place that has become a prison. And it might become even worse when it's taken away and I'm actually in the physical prison. What will happen to my stuff, I don't know. So I'm gonna beg that whatever the outcome, give me the roof over my head so I can look about my pension because I have nothing left. All the money me and Tom accumulated has been scammed or taken willingly or I foolishly help people, families and friends, and I ended up now without nothing. So I have to rely on the little pension that will be coming, the state pension. I have another workplace pension, and I don't know if I'll be getting widow's pension. Yeah, 2018 diabetes, things like it. Some of these I don't even know why I keep them, but I just keep them. Yeah. So I have this, it says Grange Road practice. So it's from then. See how long ago and now to where I'm at. Yeah, to where I'm at now. 2013. Yeah, 2013, the test. So I have diabetes from borderline 2012, go over into diabetes. And now all that they're saying, the report is just since 2017. There's nothing factual in that report. And been told to remove my factual things. And treated a certain way. It's hard. So I only hope of getting to keep the roof over my head until I can pack up and go is giving up my rights like I've always given up my rights. Yeah. So this is DBS. I kept things. I never break any law. Never. I never break any law in this country. I go out and I do what's right. Yeah. When I went out the day, they were talking about time and talent. Everywhere you can possibly think of, I've been there to get back out. Everywhere. I've searched the whole world. I've been everywhere trying to get back into, if it's even volunteering. Yeah. Kids Network interview. I see them sending it. I tried everything. I tried everything. Blackfriars Settlement. Here it is. Time and Talent. Kids Network interview. And when I go to some of these things and I see some young person and then I done the interview and I hear you were not successful and I'm thinking, this is more than a prison. When I said to Dr. Phil that I've been to Marina House before, he said he has no record of it. Here it is, 2022. I never miss an appointment. Yeah? He said they have no record. Here it is. 7th of April 2022. I never miss an appointment. Face-to-face appointment. Here it is. Wednesday, the 13th of April 2022. 10 a.m. Naomi Mahoney. Yeah? On behalf of the SODOC Assessment and License Team. And when I said to Dr. Phil, I said, I've been here before. I know I've been here before. He said they have no record of them having it. Here it is. So, but that would be around the time Samantha Gibbs started working with Housing for Women. Yeah? I don't miss an appointment. And if I wasn't a hoarder, I wouldn't have this. Don't know why I have it, but I have it. And then that's what I'm saying. How all of a sudden my mental health is the focus. And they wait until after my husband died. So I was caring for my husband. Yeah, so this would be the eye, whatever. Eye screen. So here, this is I kept this. Yeah, I have a number on this, but I don't know what the number is for now. Yeah. So this is where I used to work when I started with London Early Years Foundation. When I started Westminster Children's Society, the transition was going on. Children's Schools and Families Directorate, London Borough of Camden. The address is there, the center. 21st of October, 2009, a day after my first wedding day. Dear Merville Myers, thank you for applying for a place on the Understanding Statutory Assessment Procedures course. I'm pleased to confirm that you have a place booked on the course. The course details are below. Yeah? Training and Development Center. Every opportunity I have, I do training. Understanding statutory assessment. That's why when I talk, I know what the foundation from which I am talking. I don't deserve this, but I tell people my life didn't begin when I was sent possession letter, but nobody is listening to me because the law is what the law is. And by standing up for my rights, because I didn't become the statistic, that's why I'm being treated this way. And because I can't become the statistic, so I just have to go on until nature takes its course. Yeah. 28th of October 2022, health assessment. I never miss anything. So what they did, they take my job, they put me on benefits, and ever so often I have to do assessment in order to get the benefit. I never miss. See? Yeah. So I didn't choose. I worked all my life with whatever. And when I need time out, I go to them and they whatever. Yeah. If you have any new evidence of how your disability, illness, or health condition affect your capability to do daily tasks, please discuss this with the healthcare professional. Yeah. So they decided that I'm gonna put her on benefits, part of their plan. And ever so often, in order to get that benefits, I have to whatever. So I didn't put myself as a disabled person on it. They done it. So that's why now Dr. Phil is coming in here now. Everybody wait until my husband died. Nothing in his letter is factual. There's nothing factual. And the thing that hurts me is I meet this man. He talked to me and I trusted him. And I told him things I never disclosed to anybody before. Yeah, council tax confirmation. So that's 2021 about council tax. I don't know if what is happening in 2024. See, I just see something come up about payment. Yesterday, YouTube was here provoking me, provoking me. Till the next thing I know, they sending me my membership is finished, which Afua, whatever, I must, whatever. So I came here, got empowered, and I'll be returning. Yeah, so it's two of them. See, 2022, I will be returning to, if I get to return to a broken woman. And now I think about mom. So it's two of them. Yeah, I remember mom coming home and saying she put lipstick on her two lip. Mom was mad. So I come here now and I'll be going home. I'm not mad. I have all my faculties with me, but I'm slowly being broken. Yeah? So this was the 19th of September. So they pushed me on to see a CPN. So this is 19th September. So that was so I was in court on the 18th of September. Yeah. So July, August. So that would be after I meet no, it's 2024. Getting things mixed. Before District Judge Beecham, sitting at the county court at Clerkenwell and Shoreditch, the G Street, the address. Upon hearing counsel Mr. Mould for the claimant, counsel Miss Grell for the defendant. Upon the defendant being scheduled to see a CPN nurse to discuss diagnosis and medication this afternoon on the 18th of the 9th, 2024, and upon the defendant's solicitor attending, if appropriate, to seek further evidence of both Woki and litigation capacity in context of this committal sentence hearing, and upon the court explaining to the defendant the importance of compliance with the injunction dated the 1st of the 8th, 2023, the court explaining to the as extended by the order made on the 12th of the 6th, 2024, and explaining that the injunctions remain in force on the same terms until 20th of the 1st, 2025, of such other as penalty determined or further order. It is ordered that they adjourn the hearing on penalty to 28th of January 2025, 22 hours reserved to that. I'm saying all when I have now Tom died and I looked through all things. Things case happened on the 24th of July. I wasn't aware. The solicitor said yes, they can do it. Something again, it was transferred, whatever. Something happened again on the 26th. I wasn't aware of it. The solicitor said yes, it can happen. Then there was a letter, something on 27. I wasn't aware of it. The solicitor said, yes, it can happen. Then I remember it was the 30th, the 31st, I was at Tefta Joel. It was the 30th. Somebody came and knocked my window and handed me a bundle Sunday evening, not even early evening. Honest, I didn't open it. I was so stressed out from my high blood pressure, my brother dying and whatever. And yes, everything that they done can happen. I kept all my things because this is Lifeline showing what I have. So these are all from whatever. And why haven't I progressed? January 1999. First aid and safety. July 1999. And at this time I'm here ashamed of myself because I can't even take care of myself. To wash myself knowing I need a wash. I just can't do it. This was signed in 2019. So I can't remember what it was, why it was signed. 13th of the 2nd, 2019. And this is the last passport for my husband because it was stolen. We were robbed, so we lost everything. I got back the marriage certificate now, but so whatever it was signed. So that's whatever. So they can't do whatever. And I wish God would rescue me from all this. I wish God would just let me sleep from all this. Have so much plans from when I have plans to do something like that. Just to stay in here and be happy and make myself happy because I haven't worked for 10 years. And now is the time I said, okay, I'm going back home. That's my plans. Let me be happy until I am ready to go. Instead, now I'm facing jail for my rights to have my story told. And nowhere to live. If it was just my, but what about my things? Give me the time so I can take them and go. Just give me the time so I can take them and go. I come to this country, I didn't sit down. See, when I went and I done this training, I realized I couldn't work in it. Because I went and done the theory. And when I went to do the practically at the home and when I see people all passing blood and stuff, and because of my grandfather and my grandma, I realized, no, this is not my job. But then I done the training. Here it is. 1996. So I have a lot of whatever. I come with a lot of whatever. I always training. Yeah, here it is. So if I done all this training, why when I didn't have a job anymore and I said I do set up a little online thingy with my advocacy and everything, my brother said I can't do any business online. So whatever my brother dictates, that's what's happening. Yeah. So I keep these little things, and this is one of the things I'm scared of, getting a stroke. Yeah. And that's why I know, because I haven't seen Derek for the longest while. When my granny had her first stroke, it affected her speech. Yeah. Yeah. So I keep this hoping. From I lost my job, I've been finding ways, doing training, trying to find ways to get back, not back to now where my mental health is being used against me now. So that's why Dr. Phil came here the other day with whatever. What was his intention? I don't know. But somebody was here. I think if I had turned off the recording, he would have done what he came to do. He's concerned about my welfare. And I was on the housing ombudsman Zoom the evening before he came. So people would have been seeing me. I didn't plan to go, but when I got the call from the persons on behalf of Housing for Women wanting to do survey, I said, you know what, let me go on that Zoom. The same way I said I wasn't going to see Dennis, and then the solicitor spoke to me and I said, let me go. So this is my savings, because I had shares and I said I'm going Barclays. So Barclays defrauded me 2004. I begged the South London Press, and then Barclays took my money, £1,000 at the counter in 2021. The same day, Richard Harty called my phone and I recorded it. Most of these things I'm supposed to remove because it shows. So that's why Dr. Phil Gregory came in here. I don't know why. Well, I can only visualize now. He came with one intention, was maybe to section me. But if I was online on Zoom, what was his concern? Why wasn't he aware of certain things? And why did he show up here telling me I must turn off? Remember, I was on a Zoom in the day before, and you come in here now, I'm doing an interview for somebody, with somebody. I didn't put on my recording because you came. I was interviewing somebody to say how we know each other. You coming here to tell me to, and I was on a Zoom yesterday. And then he's gonna call the solicitor and whatever. So now I have to close down everything. Yeah. This is when I first signed up with Universal Credit. See, I have to have everything. And this is my son's transcript. This is my son's transcript from high school. And now my son is hardly better than me. He's without a job. His wife has left him, taken their sons. He's not hearing from them. This, my son, who has been with the same person since he was 17. This, my son, who got out of bed with his from bed, he and his brother, and they took him and went and married. And this all that ever happened. This is the son, and now my son is so angry.
You can't do it yourself. Come here, sit down right here. Can I give you more trouble right now? You can't, if you listen me talk to you.
This is the son who is so angry with me because whatever abuse after I left, or whatever happened to him after I left, it seems that now it's falling at my feet. My son is responsible for coming here and expressing his views. That was brainwashed because it was my brother first who mentioned that I need pills, and he came here telling everybody when I went to see Dennis. I took my son with me, and when Dennis said he need to see me again, my son said no, don't agree with him. I must get pills. And then Dr. Phil, I gave him the, because I guess I'm naive and I can't believe people wish me bad. So he asked for phone numbers. I gave him my two sons' phone numbers because he talked about my sons. Well, he spoke to Kevin. He's only interested in Kevin anyway, because he knew Kevin's name before he met me. So he heard what's Kevin's views. And he's going to ask Kevin if Kevin thinks I'll be physical to the neighbor. Or if I'm going to, I don't want to get cut off, so I won't say the word. But they can use these word narratives, but I'm not allowed to use them. So this was where it started for me. So I was invited to a wedding. I invited my friend from a former workplace. Nobody talks to me anymore. People were there discussing situation about workplaces. So because of my situation at King's, my friend was there. She was working there at King's, so she know of it. They said I was talking about my the workplace leave at the wedding and saying bad things about my employers. When I have such a good reputation, why would I be doing this? Yeah? Yeah? When I said to people, I am owed more than what is happening. And all these cases, yeah? I took when the independent police here, I didn't even know. See, I take them to court. Yeah? Yeah? I write independent officer, whatever. See, I write. I even complained against the county court here, 2020, 2019. And now the police that never act, the independent that never now, MOPAC or whatever. And now I am going to be sentenced to prison at the same county court I raised concerns about, and probably lose my home. So what's going to happen to my things? All I need is time, get myself together and leave, because I'm not welcome here. Just let me have my roof over my head. Look about my pension so I can go if it's God's will. Because so yes, somebody is gonna force me. Yeah, this was what I was given. I called up, I read it and I looked at it and I said, no, this is not for me. From I was prescribed Valium for my nerves back in Jamaica and I came here. And when I started studying at the Open University, I realized, I said, oh no. That time there were things in the paper about zombies and whatever. I said, oh no, if I get hooked on this medication, it's the end of me. So I weaned myself off. And now you want to come put me on something that's going to shorten my life. When I take this now, if you have Parkinson's, and because I have whatever anybody wants to say, Parkinson's is in my DNA. Those things affect this. Your life is going to be shortened. You have to go take something to sleep. You have to go take something for your chronic anxiety. You have to go take something for headache. That's the end of me. So you want to come experiment with me? When my brother had cancer, he wanted to do some tests, and he knows they were using him as a guinea pig, and he wanted to do it if it could help, whatever. But he didn't live long enough. And why wait until after my husband died? Why? So now you want to come use me as experiment for your thingy. So then you have your tick chart. How did she react to this? How did she react to this? That's all I am. 10 years after my mother died, and I fought the system and I said, okay, let me relax now. My husband is gone. I have my little story, buy my little things for my storytelling. And this is now you want to come use me as a guinea pig. If they were even decent enough to say, okay, let's do it this way and explain situation. But you're just going to force things down me. I want to force. So I went in and I wrote these things out, and nothing I can do because the solicitor is not even prepared. They get their pay for certain things, and that's it. So I said, with my qualification, I never stopped. So this is what I went and I done. See, cardboard citizen. I never stopped. See, cardboard citizens. I never stop. I just keep plugging on and plugging on, hoping something will come my way. And in the end, they take everything. I remember I applied for something with them, done the interview, some young person, and then afterward, no, I didn't get the position, but you want me to come use my skill so I can build up people. So I'm just there. Same way like I applied for trustee for Parkinson's. I never got it. They're there. They're waiting. Then the next year now the next year now they're offering it to me. When I applied, they didn't give it to me. The next year now they're offering it to me. And I said, no, this is another user. So you have you in your guidelines and you say whatever. This is Mimi Owusu. And yes, it's her. Or if it's not her, it's Dr. Phil Gregory. Hello. See? See? This is to distract me. All right. See? So this is Mimi also. People, I just don't sit down and don't do nothing. We've treated stage me aware and not functioning. Yeah? Ellie from Doncaster Hub Choir. I sung at the Globe. And then they kicked me out. They kicked me out of the choir. So gradually I put myself so I don't have time to be, so at least there's something to go, somewhere to do, something to do. So where now? I'm on my own. Nobody talks to me except. And if she had the guts to answer, no, she's just disturbing me. Yeah? When I see all these names out there, I've been to them, I've done, yeah? I've been to them, Storm, everywhere. I've been all over the place. Yeah? I showed you my medals. I keep my things. So I never had time for my I never had time for my mental health to take effect. I find things to do. Yeah. See? I went to wherever they write my name in different language. So that's my name. And this is there. Facebook. I don't know, whatever. 18 pages. 2017 Blueprint e-learning program. And here I am in 2024. All my 18 pages has been taken by Facebook. LinkedIn 3 accounts. The first one with 69 publication. The last one was in my husband's name. Everything. My website gone. TikTok gone. 55K. 300 and odd comments. Somebody even said, oh, this old woman can do social media. As soon I was going viral with my laptop. Resources for autism. Yeah. I'm one of the most qualified person in this area with experience. See? That's how I meet Miss Catherine. She was pregnant at the time. I won't let that person distract me. And then when they come on here and whatever and I respond, YouTube said I'm the one bullying and whatever. But YouTube not here in my house. Okay. YouTube not here in my house phone and my mobile going. This is a trigger for me. First time I would swear and whatever. No, I don't because yeah, yeah. I done everything. I done everything. See, I done everything. So this is my life. When I don't have to barricade myself in here, I have no peace by the phone. I done these books for a Zion or Zine at a Brixton Library 1 year. I got such good feedback, and I am the wicked person. So today she don't come and write. This is their tactics. Yeah. You see, open university, and I can't. So basically, 33 years I spend in, 32 years I spend in this country. So there it is. And here I am today. Yeah, it is. This is the only exam I do. Only exam I do. And that's when I got the chronic anxiety diagnosis. Because the doctor said because I don't have a diagnosis for Parkinson's, he couldn't give me anything. And Dr. Phil Gregory said it's from 2017. Anything was mentioned about my mental health and mentioned in all University of East London. They send police come here. That when they were forcing me out of the university, I used the S word, and that would have been the 5th of October, and they waited how many weeks later before sending somebody. You see, I have my OU thing here about. If I was in Jamaica, I would more than likely, like Janet, died with cancer before I was 50. And it would have been better than the life I'm living here now. I never give up, people. I never give up. Because when I went to Jamaica, my son had these, so I realized he has the hoarder instinct, and I copied them. There it is. And despite all of this, I'm gonna be made. I'm already a criminal, and now I was made a violent nuisance, and now I can be imprisoned and left without a home. The home I got through domestic violence. Yeah, HCT group. Yeah, that's when my work standard was so high. Even the tutor wrote something that's whatever in my book. Yeah, my work standards was so high that they said volunteer so you could go do teacher training. It never happened. Nothing actually. So that's my thing, and that's my award. I didn't even know about it till after it was gone. Yeah, I didn't even know about it until after because then if somebody, my family, could come and mediate on my behalf, so I get the time to sort my pension out and go home. Even though my brother said I don't have a house in Jamaica, all I need is a room. All I need is a room. My health has deteriorated so badly, I'm not eating. Hardly have any teeth left in my head, and what is there, they're paying me. See? So here it is. So as I said, I always keep copies. And they say I went to Southern College to do some little ICT skills. So I'm always like trying to upgrade. And with all this knowledge and whatever I have, I am here. You take away every time I have a bereavement, you take away the job, and then finally you put me on benefits to go do capability for work assessment in order to get it. It's like I done Makatan training. I also have the resources, and every time I said I would like to set up something, I'm so burdened down doing this that now my health is in such a state that I don't just go around doing things without trying to do it properly. So this was when I actually wrote a tribute book for Teresa Salmon. She since died because she gave me some information about the church's involvement with Bird in the Bush, the Catholic Church. And as you can see, 2014, when I just started at Bird in the Bush. So this was when Theodora started volunteering, and I was asked to come into school to help with their care plan or whatever it is. Yeah, 2016, and in 2024, I'm this person who doesn't have capacity, doesn't this the amount of children I help. There was a I have something, yeah. So I'm not welcome on any of the platforms. Yet they using they harvested everything. What's left now? YouTube. See, I was so proud of my son and my workplace, FIFA referee and all, that I made this when I went home in 2011 on behalf of my team at Luton Street. And here I am, how many years later? I sat and I do all these things. And now I am the worst of for doing it. And when I hear this, the solicitor saying, "Oh, Dr. Gregory just comes or whatever but Dr. Gregory thing is full of errors. There's no factual nothing in Dr. Gregory's thing. And Dr. Gregory want me to come now to meet with him to correct his error after he'd written a report. I'll put this in there. I'll end and go back and hide my way so they don't say I am. Mr. Tony Seeley, men cry too. I reached out to Mr. Seeley because Mr. Seeley is the one who took me from the background. Can you help me tell my story? See, Auntie Jean, I've been there. I took my book. They I asked me if I want to be part of their thingy. Same like Mimi also. Yeah. I haven't even looked on my because it make no sense. I have them there, but I put them out there. But what help is it? Yeah. So this is from last year when my son. Yeah. Yeah. My son getting married, and I went down. And this year, this is what's happening to me. Yeah. Makes no sense. Yeah. That's me and my cousin. I went somewhere and I meet her for the first time. That's me when. So who or what changed me? Yeah, there in my cultural clothes. People, this is Maybelline Myers, your blogger from my. I tried. That's me when I went to the signing. I signed for Stam grandniece. Yeah, bird in the bush. Me and Pingwing. Pingwing has since died. He was blind. Makes no sense. Yeah. See, all the plants are dead. They died before it. My grandson is not talking. Andrea and Piggy. These people have died. Now, Andrea, my brother. I have all these here. Me, Mama and Val. Abandoned to what? Yeah, that's us. I was the life and soul of every outing. Yeah, at my grandson's birthday. Maybe I close down this and use this as this thing, my thingy, because I'm not gonna sleep. I don't have a life. That's what it is, people. I don't have a life. So I'm waiting for whatever God have in store for me. And what God have in store for me is imprisonment and eviction. God, why these fucking things cropping up? I don't have time. I don't know what to be doing. I just need to be so I don't go under.